5. Actions. What follows are details of the actions that Edinburgh College will take to improve life in the college for the deaf community between 2018 and 2024. Aim. To increase awareness of the BSL Scotland Act 2015 amongst college staff, and awareness of Edinburgh College's action plan. Action. Newsletter to be sent out in the all-staff bulletin. Timescale by August 2018, ongoing and achieved. Action. Examples of best practice to be delivered through internal communications. Timescale, ongoing. Aim. To make the college more accessible to pre-enrolled deaf students. Actions. To pilot the introduction of a college prep course for deaf or hard of hearing students. To offer one-to-one support for course, bursary or SAS applications. Timescale by June 2018. Aim. To identify students who use BSL or SSE at application stage. Actions. Drop-down menu to be available to indicate BSL, SSE or lip reading when applicants select deaf or hearing impairments in the Edinburgh College application. Timescale by August 2019. Aim. To make the website accessible to deaf people. Actions. BSL translations of key pages of the website, e.g. welcome page and student support. BSL dedicated section of college website containing important BSL translations of main pages. For example, guidance, learner support, etc. Contact Scotland BSL logo to be added to the Contact Us section and main page of the website. Text-based course information to be written in plain English and presented in an optimal way for readers whose first language is not English. Timescale by August 2019. Aim. To improve the transition of deaf students into college. Action. One-to-one meeting with Learning Support Advisor to discuss and agree on support needs. This should happen before the academic session begins and consider not only communication support, but also literacy and study skills support and appropriate assistive technology. Timescale, ongoing. Action. Opportunity to meet communication support worker or interpreter for familiarisation session before the academic session begins. Timescale from August 2018. Aim. To make frontline staff more easily contactable and approachable. Actions. Contact Scotland BSL to be promoted to all student experience staff. Frontline staff and lecturers with deaf students to incorporate the Contact Scotland BSL logo into email signatures. Contact Scotland BSL to be promoted and encouraged to be used by deaf students. Timescale by December 2018. Aim. To make learning and teaching methods more accessible for deaf students. Actions. Videos used in learning and teaching to have full subtitles or a transcript provided. Notes or teaching materials to be given in advance for interpreters or communication support workers to prepare. Glossaries of subject-specific vocabulary to be made available in advance to the students and communication support professionals. Prioritised reading lists, where appropriate, made available to students who may require more time to process written English. Lecturers to be made aware of key information for creating an inclusive classroom. For example, awareness of managing noise and turn taking, where best to stand, optimal classroom layout, pacing of speech, working with communication professionals, and using wearable microphones. Lecturers offer students the option to complete coursework in modes other than written essays. For example, signed presentations, posters, infographics, video, animation, in accordance with exam bodies and required core competencies. Timescale by August 2018. Aim. Improve one-to-one support service for deaf students, parents and visitors. Actions. Bring CSW and interpreting support in-house. Communication support professionals are included in the support team and supported to continue their professional development. Good working practices are understood and observed, for example, regular breaks and professional standards. A complaints procedure that enables a student to raise concerns without needing to use the communication support professional concerned to do so. Timescale by August 2019. Aim: to increase deaf awareness among staff and students. Action: deaf awareness and deaf-blind training to be made available to all frontline staff. Timescale from August 2018. Actions: deaf awareness training to be made available to lecturers with deaf students. Deaf awareness training to be delivered in LDT classes on all courses with a deaf student. Online deaf awareness course to be made available as part of compulsory continued professional development. Timescale by August 2019. Aim: to build relationships with external agencies such as Deaf Action and Action on Hearing Loss. This will ensure the needs of the deaf community are continually met. Action: to host cross-agency meeting on campus each academic year. Timescale by May 2019. Aim: to provide a specialist careers advice for deaf students on campus. Action: appointments to be made available for all deaf students with Deaf Action for those over 25, or Action on Hearing Loss if under 25. Timescale from August 2018. Aim: to make college counselling service fully accessible to deaf students. Actions: suitably qualified interpreters to be provided who do not normally work with the students. Longer and/or more sessions to be offered to BSL users to account for the longer communication times. Timescale from August 2018. Aim: to improve transition of deaf pupils coming to college from school. Actions: create a link with local councils to identify deaf students at an early stage. Provide interpreting service at college open evenings. All deaf students to be given one-to-one needs assessment before commencing their course, during which a qualified interpreter will assess their level of BSL or SSE in order to match them to appropriate support. Timescale from August 2018. Aim: to ensure Edinburgh College's BSL national plan is meeting the demands and requirements of the deaf community. Action: annual consultations to be held with current deaf students and other key stakeholders. Timescale from March 2019. Aim: to ensure appropriate assistive technology is in place for deaf students. Actions: hearing loops to be in place and in use at all campus receptions and student services areas, and staff are aware of how they operate. Provision of radio aids to reduce the need for one-to-one support for users of hearing aids or cochlear implants. Improve signage to indicate use of hearing loops. Information available on Moodle about personal listening systems and routes through which these can be obtained. For example, DSA, NDCS, or Extended Loan Scheme for under 25s. Students who require support with using written English given information at needs assessment stage about assistive technology to support note-taking, essay planning, spelling, and word choice. For example, Inspiration mind mapping software, text help, read and write gold, or global autocorrect. Ongoing training and support offered in college. Potential of providing electronic note-taking is investigated and new technologies evaluated in partnership with students. Timescale by August 2019. Aim: to increase accessibility of BSL across Edinburgh and the Lothians. Action: to embed BSL classes within the curriculum at Edinburgh College. Timescale from August 2019. Aim: to investigate use and launch of fire alarm alert system for deaf students and staff. Action: appropriate fire alarm warning system to be installed, for example, pager system or mobile alert system. Timescale by August 2020.